Hello everybody! Thank you for joining me today in another episode of The Infected. I am your host, Lethallady, and we are definitely not picking up where we left off in our last episode because I did a lot of things off camera. So let's start upstairs. That is where most of the changes have been made. First, we did roll into winter in-game the previous day. So I am carrying around with me some coffee. I did light up all the little heaters. And I placed some coal up here because we didn't have any up here. I also did some decoration for Halloween. So you're going to see a lot of these everywhere. And I did have some skull ones around the place too. More pumpkins than the skulls because the skulls are harder to see. Alright, so as you can see, when we came up the stairs, I did add some accent walls here. I didn't like how this was open so you could see like the slant of the stairs with no wall. So I went ahead and installed the walls. I really like how it looks. It looks great. I also installed the stone paths, as you can see. So we'll come up here. So this is what I did. I also put this in. The more I thought about putting that door in there, the more I realized it wouldn't work because the stairs that would come from the door to go up to this platform would have impeded the walk space, and this walk space would have been useless. So to avoid that, I just used this corner and placed stairs that come all the way down here, which, you know, it's taking up some window space so you're not seeing the pretty view, but it is functional and I really like that, so I'm pleased with that. And oh, before I take off, I did do most of this. I stopped here because I ran out of stone and it was just eating up a lot of time sitting here waiting for stone because, I mean, look, we went through all of fall and we're now into winter. That's how long it took me to do all of this. So rather than sit in the game and wait for stone to accumulate, I just didn't do that. It just wasn't worth the time. I also brought all of these up here to make it easy and convenient. I'm not sure I like the placement of these. I do want to sink them down the ground because I did originally have them over here and then all of this storage was right here on this wall. But it just, they were floating, you know. I had to have them floating a little bit on the slant of this stone here in order to make contact with stone. And I just didn't like it, and I didn't want to put holes in the ground like this over there because it would greatly narrow the walkway over there. There was a little bit of room here, so I did it over here and moved everything, all the stone storage here, and it's doable. It's not like perfect. One of the things that's bothering me about it is they're not even, which I don't know why that bothers me, but it does. I'm trying to ignore it and just deal with it. But yeah, this is what that all looks like. I put in the panel walls there and everything, so it's all in nice neat order. What else did I do up here? I brought up fuel so you could have fuel up here because I didn't have fuel up here before. So that was also done. And another obvious thing is I filled in a lot of this walk space. And I'm going to go, I don't know how far to the front with this, but I figured I could do something with this space. I'm not sure what I will do with this space. I have no idea yet. But yeah, so there's that. I don't know if I'm gonna go from here all the way to there. I thought about it and put like NPC buildings or something on this, in this area. I'm just not sure. And I don't know if I'm gonna leave it like this. I might use the foundations that don't have legs. We will see. There's just a lot I haven't really decided on with this. So I don't know if I'm gonna do much more of this part of the building until I'm ready to really tackle it. So that leads me to what the agenda is for today. I want to finish filling this in with stone. So we'll do that. And I think we'll also start putting in walls and things for this next building. Again, I really just don't know how big the building will be, because I have to place, I really want to place the garages up here, and I want 2 of them up here. So, where will those go? That's a decision that we are going to make, because they're quite large. They're going to need a lot of space, and I definitely don't want them in the front because I want the view. Just look how big these are. They're just massive. So yeah, they're going to take up a lot of room. So, oh man, I just didn't realize how big those things were. So we're going to see. We're going to make that decision. Let me see. Hold on a second. I am just curious if one will fit nicely. I don't want to fall off. Up here. That's not straight. That's not really straight either. Look at that. Oh. I wonder... Hold on a second. We go in here, turn that off. And then... No, it still wants to do the little snap thing. Oh, I don't know. It's not lining up perfectly. Well, I guess it is lined up right there. It just didn't look like it. Dude, I didn't want to fall off. Just for fun, let's look at that. Okay, so one can fit right there. It's not a bad spot for it. It really isn't. It does work right there. So I will leave it there for now and ponder it. Well, let's see. What time is it? It's 11:50. So we can get some of this started. Let me grab some stone. We have plenty of concrete up here. Let me also empty these again because these fill up so fast. And I know I'm going to get distracted doing all of this work that I will forget to check it. So I'm just going to clear them out now. I'm also thirsty. Okay. Stone. That's what we're grabbing. We're grabbing stone. Oh my goodness, it's starting to snow. Alright. So let's get this going. Oh my goodness. So this whole time I had you paused, and I can't believe it because I swear I unpaused the recording. Ugh. I am just getting really annoyed with that. Anyway, so I finished all of this off camera apparently, and I was just explaining to you guys that I haven't made any decisions yet on exactly where I want my garages to go. I don't like that only one fits here, so this space is not going to work, right? It's just not going to work. This is going to have to be something else. Oh, it's starting to snow. I better... Well, you know, I'm not freezing yet, but I have a feeling it'll start getting cold because it's also starting to get late. So very briefly, I'm going to tell you that... that little rascal. I am going to go off camera for a little bit and spend some time trying to figure out how I'm going to design all of this. And in the morning, I'll bring you in, and hopefully I will have some sort of idea on how I want to do this. I do really want 2 garages up here. I contemplated just doing one and then just storing the vehicles downstairs, but I really don't want to do that. I really want them stored up here. So I will bring you guys back in the morning. Y'all are gonna laugh. With these stone foundations, it is impossible to tell where they start and they end because they all just look so perfect. You can't tell. There's no seams or anything. So yes, I am looking up right now to the sky. I am lucky I didn't die in this fall. I didn't even take any damage because of this thing right here. It like slowed me down from taking damage, but it doesn't matter. I'm gonna have to commit suicide to get out of here because there's no other way about it. So I brought you all in to confess and to tell you how I ended up in this predicament. And now I must kill myself. So here we go. Sadness. But anyway, I'm working on something. I'll show you what it is. Since I have you in here. It's only been a few minutes at most. I want a walkway going all the way around, so I'm putting that in. I thought about not having one back here, but I don't know. This is still up for debate. Do I come all the way back here and build right here, or do I keep this little walkway going? I don't know. I don't think it's necessary, really, in the back here to have the walkway, because I really want the view up here. So it's like that's the part that's important to me to keep as a walkway. But we'll see. I'm still thinking about it because it does eat up a block here. And I was thinking, this is enough. You just have this walkway that goes along this way and then even over here. I don't even really need to keep this walkway. The problem is I might run into problems here. Yeah. So that isn't going to work. I do need to have this block cleared so I don't have the roof coming into my building. So this one I have to keep. But I don't have to keep this one. So I'm pondering this. But anyway, the reason I removed this is because, like I was mentioning earlier, I wanted to put in, it doesn't matter which one of those I don't think I have anything on me to help with that. No, I do not. All right. One more log. That way, I can come in here. And I thought there was one that was that, but there isn't. Oh, what a bummer. Oh well, I will do this. I'm wondering if I should make it a door. I think I will make it a door. I like the door ones. So I have to build this out, and then I can delete that wooden foundation. That should be enough. And then put the stone one down again. So, oh, well, that one took the trip that I made just recently. All right. There we go. That's the only way you can get that curved wall, which I hope he changes, because that would be lovely just to have it snap like a normal wall does, whether it's on a square foundation or a curved one, because doing this, as you saw, can be very deadly. All right. Now let's see, walls. I'll put that one there. Okay. I am going to continue to do this a little bit longer without filling in the walls like I just did with you here. And I will go to eat because I'm near starving again. And then I will go to sleep and show you what progress I made, what decisions I made in the morning. Good morning. All right. So this is what I came up with last night. There is one change I know I'm going to make already, and that is this. I'm going to make this a solid corner rather than the doorway, because it doesn't make sense to have two doorways. Right, you know, this close to each other. So I'm going to get rid of that. But before I do that, I'm going to show you what I did. So I have a doorway here because the stairs are right here. That just makes the most sense to me. I do not know why I have a doorway here. That is going. That is leaving. And we're going to put window there. Okay. And then here is two glass panels. I don't know if I'm going to keep that, but I do have these as being glass walls. These two are also glass walls. I may not keep those because this is my workshop, and I really don't want walls that I can't put stuff up against, and I don't feel like I can put, you know, like storage shelves or forges up against a glass wall. This should be like an area where you can just look out and see, you know, nature. So, and because this is like a workshop area, it doesn't make sense to like have the glass walls. So I'm still pondering that one. I might keep it, I might not. Okay. So here's another door here near these stairs. That's probably the closest I'll get to the stairs with the door. I don't want it just right here because, I don't know. I don't want the door opening and closing into the path, and I just think that this is going to be better. That's my thought process anyway. And then we've got a window, two windows next to each other, looking out at, you know, that. So this is its own little space right here. That's going to be part of the workshop. And then I put this doorway here. I didn't finish doing this wall. I did put a door here just for pathing reasons. I just felt it was appropriate to put it there. And then I have the two garages here, which means I actually had to go back here. It's still wanting me to do the garage. Alright. That's going to be interesting because I want to get rid of this windowed one. There we go. Yes. And we're just going to put that there. Because there's no point in having windows back there if it's just going to be garages. And yes, they're very close to each other, so these ceiling parts are going to, you know, breach upon each other, but I'm just going to leave it as is because I need as much space in here as I can get. And I have this big, huge walk space here that will lead into my forge and ingot storage room. There are no windows in here because it's going to just be all storage against the walls and forges as well. I haven't really laid it all out in my head, but there's, again, no point in having any windows in here because most of this is going to be, all the wall space is going to be used with something. So that's that. And yeah, I do have two doorways. I don't know if I'm going to keep it that way. I might close this off and not keep it. I haven't made up my mind yet. I was going to look at something else too really quick. No, that's not going to work. Because I thought I might be able to push this back all the way against this wall and use this wall as, you know, this space right here as more forge room space. But I don't think it's going to work. So we'll just not attempt that unless, hold on a minute. We have that, and we do also have, oh no, it doesn't quite fit. Oops, sorry, I hit my microphone just in case you heard that. I did hit it slightly. So I think that's going to be a no-go. What I might use this space for are the stone grinders. Or the cement. I don't know. We've got a lot. And then we're going to have this space too to use as well. It's not going to be as spacious as I thought it would be with these garages. These garages are taking up a lot of room. But, and I have to ask myself, is this the best use of space? I just really think that this is a very clever way to get everything that I put into the vehicles after looting up here to be put away. And I really do want to store my vehicles up here. Is it overkill? Most definitely. And if I really don't like it when everything is done, I can move these downstairs. So I don't really see it as being a huge negative right now. But we'll see when we get everything in here. I do like having a lot of storage space because I do like to hoard crafting material. That is the only major negative about this, is there's not a lot of room to do that in here. So I would have to really use the space wisely and effectively. That is why I'm going to get rid of this. We do not need this door here. This will be a solid corner wall. And I may most likely get rid of these and just put windowed walls in there. Because I don't see the point. I mean, I do. It's a beautiful view, right? That's a beautiful view. And the natural light would be amazing. However, what I'm thinking I'll do for natural light is to use glass ceiling pieces in this building. So, and this is going to be at least a 2-story building. Throughout, I really like the 2 stories. I do not like the 1 stories. It just feels super cramped to me. But then that is another way to get more storage in here. So I might end up making some of this a 2nd story workspace. That is a possibility. That's a really good possibility. Especially in here, like half of the building is another floor that we use for some sort of crafting activity. So that is not a bad idea, actually. Anyway, so I will probably just, I don't know if I'm going to do a solid wall. I really don't want to do a solid wall on this. That view is just spectacular. So we'll see. We will see. I might just make this a walk space between the 2 workshop areas. And if I do that, I might make all of this glass from floor to ceiling. I think that would be really cool. I might just do that. Here, I was trying to put railing down, but look what happens. It does not let me. I'm hoping that once I build these out, it'll snap in. But this, I think, is what's preventing me from putting down another railing right there. If that cannot be resolved, I don't know what I'm going to do with that. I don't know if there's anything creative that I could do. See how it doesn't... Oh! Wait a minute. Are you serious? Never mind. Problem solved. Fantastic. That's great. Alright. Anyway, so I have to fix this with stone again. And then I have to take this square out, or this foundation out. See, I didn't put this stone foundation in perfectly, so they're not lining up. You can tell where the bricks are not lining up, that's where, you know, the boundary is for this one. You are so loud. So let's go ahead and delete that one. Whew, just gives me the heebie-jeebies. And then I'm going to delete that. I don't even care. I seriously have the butterflies working near all that. Seems so silly, but it is a thing. Alright. One more log. There. Now I can go back to the walls. Get my solid one in there. Or do I want a window? No, I don't want windows. Alright. Confirm. I don't even care. There we go. Is it messed up again? No, it's perfect. Alright. Just putting all the stone back. I come over here. Alright, I still have cement. This I'm not afraid of because it's right here. So we're just going to throw that in there. Here we go. Oh man. Let me think for a second here. I could make this whole area glass. The problem is I just fixed that and I would have to unfix it again to make that glass instead of wood. Is it worth redoing? I really think so. So I'm going to redo this, turn it glass. This is going to all be glass. From this wall to here, I'm going to just do all glass. So let's delete this. Delete that. Glass. It is going to be expensive. Let's do that. I have to be really careful with this stuff connects to each other. All right. I might wait because I want to make sure it lines up perfectly. So we're going to delete that. I'm going to need more stone. Alright. This one again is not deep, so I don't have to be so scared. But still, if I fell down there, I would still, like, have to kill myself to get out. That's the only negative. Alright. 2 logs and 3 planks. 1, 2, 3. Alright. Glass. I want to make sure that lines up. Does that look like it's lining up? Yeah, I guess it does. There we go. Perfect! Yep. Where can we put you? In there. that is now done. I think that this is going to look fantastic. I think this was a good choice to go all glass here. I'm going to get rid of the glass here. I'm not going to do this. I'm only going to keep the glass there. So these will be, I'll do that. I'll do that here. And that there. We're going to delete that one. Put that one there. And that one there. Here we go. So it matches the other side of the room. Lots of windows here. So what I might do with this area is do some, maybe put the stone grinders over here, cement mixers over here, and have storage that just runs down the center of the room. That might work out really well. And maybe have like a seating area here, or maybe put my little seating area in here somewhere, because you know I have to have one. Alright, so let's go ahead and start building the first floor out.
I got the cash in the bag, stadium packed. Born a rock star in this life, gonna live it up on the attack. Baby, I'm bad. I just wanna get caught up in this life. I'm crazy, I'm mad. Doing no cap. Only God wants, so you better go live it up. Cash in the bag, stadium packed. Baby, I'm bad.
Yeah.
Baby, I'm bad.
I just wanna stay bad, stay mad. Shit on my shoulder cause they treat me like an outcast. I ain't gonna take that, stay back. I'll be swinging hard till the hits come in all caps. I ain't gonna lay back, pray that someone's gonna help me. Ain't nobody like that. I ain't gonna wait, that's all fact. Give me one shot and I'll never get the throne back. I'm sick of being cautious. I'ma go cause something, can't stop this. I'ma steal everybody's lane, call it shoplift. Sick of hearing everyone complain when they thoughtless. Taste the pain, it's like candy canes. It makes me go change into a better frame, into a better name. Society's insane, we all live for fame, yeah. Cash in the bag, stadium packed. Born a rock star in this life, gonna live it up on the attack. Baby, I'm bad, I just wanna get caught up in this life. I'm crazy, I'm mad, do it no cap. Only God wants, so you better go live it up. Cash in the bag, stadium packed. Baby, I'm bad, baby, I'm bad. I got the cash in the bag, stadium packed. Born a rock star in this life, gonna live it up on the attack. Baby, I'm bad, I just wanna get caught up in this life. I'm crazy, I'm mad, do it no cap. Only God wants, so you better go live it up. Cash in the bag, stadium packed. Baby, I'm bad, baby, I'm bad. Cash in the bag, stadium packed. Born a rock star in this life, gonna live it up on the attack. Baby, I'm bad, I just wanna get caught up in this life. I'm crazy, I'm mad, do it no cap. Only God wants, so you better go live it up. Cash in the bag, stadium packed. Baby, I'm bad, baby, I'm bad. I won't obey. You cannot tell me what I cannot say. I'm here to last, so yeah, I'm here to stay. I'll live each second like my final day. You can't take that away. Cash in the bag, stadium packed. Born a rock star in this life, gonna live it up on the attack. Baby, I'm bad, I just wanna get caught up in this life. I'm crazy, I'm mad, do it no cap. Only God wants, so you better go live it up. Cash in the bag, stadium packed. Baby, I'm bad, baby, I'm bad. I got the cash in the bag, stadium packed. Born a rock star in this life, gonna live it up on the attack. Baby, I'm bad, I just wanna get caught up in this life. I'm crazy, I'm mad, do it no cap. Only God wants, so you better go live it up. Cash in the bag, stadium packed. Baby, I'm bad, baby, I'm bad. I got the cash in the bag, stadium packed. Born a rock star in this life, gonna live it up on the attack. Baby, I'm bad, I just wanna get
have some company. Fantastic. These take these walls because they're interior walls. Alright, that's that for that. Wait, I got a little bit more. I want to make this do this as fast as I can. So I can get downstairs. Alright, let's get downstairs. I'm gonna grab some food too. Oh, I'm so slow. All right. Always come out ready for some war because you never know. You never know. There could be, you know, pigs out here that want to kill you. 1, 2, 3, 4. That was only 4. Oh, there we go. There's number 5. I'm gonna go put this stuff away. And then I'm going to go to sleep. And I will bring you guys back in the morning. Alright. It is another day. Let's see if we can finish getting the walls done. I'm sure we can. We need more logs this time, I think. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to fill myself up with planks still, but I'm going to grab logs this time. There we go. All right. We are almost done with this space right here. All but the ceiling. Let's see. That has planks, alright. Alright. So we just have those two that need logs. I need to put in doors. We're going to do glass doors. Is that coming in? Yeah, I would rather have them open in than out into the narrow walk space. Can I put doors there? This is supposed to be a doorway, you know. I have to wait until that's built, I guess. Alright, we have a few logs here. Wow. All the logs are in over here. That's right. All I need over here, well, until I put up the second walls. Hello. I don't know why I didn't put... Oh, because it's an interior wall. I really wish I would have known that before I did that. Oh well. It is Typical me, making really silly mistakes when I'm in a hurry. I don't need any more logs. Oh, yes, I do. Sweet. Well, this section is done. All right. Get them all. That just looks so funny. Oh, I don't know. These are all going to be covered up. It's okay. It will be okay. All right. Let's go ahead and... I kind of wonder if I should put windows up there. No. If I decide to do that later, I will, but for now, I'm just going to say no. All right, one there, one there, one there. A window one right there. We actually still needed a solid one there. And that. Alright, we're almost done with this little section too. Alrighty. That's all done. I'm just double checking. There we go. Now we're going to put that up there. Man, we're already out. This goes super fast. All right. It's gonna take 5 logs. Let's see if I can find something that will just take 3. There we go. And that's all. Nope, there we go. Perfect. Wow. Some more of that. Load it up. I'm going to need to make sure I get to this and not forget to do this. It's going to make it interesting because yeah. I don't know how I'm going to do that. I'm going to probably have to do it. I may have to remove these for now. I think I'm going to do that. I know they're going to be in here, so let's just get them out of the way so we can do our work. Alright. You know what this is going to make me do? It's going to make me regret my decision to put the things in here, the garages. Because look how awesome. Did you see how much room there was? I can't have everything I want, right? I gotta pick and choose. I mean, look at this massive room! Ugh. It just makes me sick to my stomach to think that this is going to be filled with garages. But you know, I really do need the garages in here. And I'm going to keep saying that because it's true. It just makes so much more sense. I want to get the log ones filled up first. Alright. Let's go grab some more planks and logs, and then we'll see how much of the glass we can get done. I'm gonna be one log short. Oh no! I'm not short. That's fantastic. Yes! That is really good. I'm very pleased. All the planks are in these. I think all I need are logs. Yeah. Okay. We need more logs. Let's take this. Alright. Time to go get some more logs. One more for that one. And that's that. Fantastic. All we need to do now is finish this glass wall, which I think we're going to be able to do pretty easily, to be honest, because I have a lot of steel and glass and screws already up here. So I'm just going to remove all of this storage because it doesn't need to be in here anymore. We're done until we do the ceiling. And it's probably going to be a concrete and glass ceiling that I'm going to do on this one, similar to what I did in the first season, because I like that design. I cannot help it. A lot of my builds are probably going to look very similar to each other because I like the mix of material in my builds. This kind of looks cheesy, but it is what it is. We're not going to see it. There's going to be the garages there. I am full of planks. I don't think there's anywhere I can offload them either, because I think that's full. No, there we go. Well, I thought there was another plank storage deal. I'm pretty sure I was messing around with two of them up here. Let's see. Yeah, here we go. That is very helpful. Let's move this down. I'm going to go ahead and leave the planks up here. There's Mike doing his magic. Alright. So here are all the supplies that I've left up here from previously working on this one. So, we're not going to need the clay. We're going to need glass, steel, and screws. I'm just going to grab that. I'm going to grab the glass. Oh, I need the glass. There's one door. Two doors. I'm gonna be slow, but I don't really care. So I'm low on steel. Yep, I'm low on steel. I'm going to go ahead and put the two walls of glass up here above these finished ones and fill them up too. One is there. Oh, did it line up? I need to really be careful with that because it's so easy that to find out that you messed up. I'm actually going to throw that in there. Okay. I'm going to grab steel now. I'm just going to put that there. And grab this one and run it up. That way, it's hopefully less trips back and forth. And those did line up. Yes, they did. Alright. Very good. Alright. Okay, we're out of steel again. That is fine. We had just enough glass for that. That is crazy. We're gonna need to make a lot more. Yes, we will, because that ceiling I think I'm going to do this whole ceiling glass. We'll see. That would be kind of cool. All right. Ooh, I was going to need glass for the door. I totally forgot about it. Alright. That's going to open out. I actually think that's okay. Alright, so I need glass. Just 4 pieces of glass. Glass. Was that all I needed was 4? Huh? Perfect. Yeah, see how that swings open against the wall? Not a problem. It's not an issue. I like that. Good. Yeah, so we got all the walls done. All we have left to do, I think, before I close out the video, is I'm going to go ahead and place the garages in here again. And I think I might just try to put them as close to this wall as I can. And see how much room that leaves me over here. So, here we go. I don't know if we can get these done before I close out the video, but that would be cool. How far back can I go? Oh, is it... What's the deal? Really? Oh! I think it's because I have the walls now. It's the ceiling that's stopping me from... Or the roof that is stopping me from, you know, getting much closer. Alright, fine. Fine, be that way. I am going to make them collide here because I do not... I'm not sure where that line ends. Let me look at this. Okay, barely. Alright. Oops. It was perfectly fine and I had to go screw it up. Okay. It's not perfect. This I will want to be perfect. I'm going to take that off. I can't see what I'm doing with that open. So, here we go. I think that's perfect. Yep, that's perfect. And yeah, they're gonna collide, but I really don't care. I'm trying to save myself as much room on this side of the building as I can. I really don't like that there's space here, but nothing I can do about it. It almost makes me want to try to... I'm not going to. I want as much room over here as I can get. I was thinking about centering them, and I'm not going to do that. I'm just not. If I did... Well... I really don't want to. I think I'm going to leave it like it is. Alright. With that being said, I am going to end this episode here. If you enjoyed this episode, be sure to let me know by giving it a like. If you have any helpful tips or you just want to say hi, be sure to leave me a comment down below. If you haven't subscribed yet, please consider subscribing. And if you are a returning subscriber, thank you so much for your continued support. I appreciate all of you for being here. Y'all take care, and I'll see you in the next episode.
Yeah.